start up your F-14 Tomcat. This is the Bravo version, but it's the exact same startup for the Alpha version as well. So if you can do one, you can do the other, and vice versa. And today I'm going to be showing you how to do that basically. So let's, as always, do our walk around the aircraft, make sure everything is good in flying condition. Everything looks good on this beautiful aircraft with this beautiful sea camo. I love these Southeastern Asia camos. Fucking awesome. Let's hop in the cockpit real quick though, and actually get to work. Oops, wrong side. So yeah, just to switch between your pilot seat and your Rio seat, you'd press 1 and 2. As long as you're in single player, you can do that. But we're going to be in the cockpit today since we're actually doing a cold start with Jester. So let's go ahead and start up here. So first step is you want to go ahead and go to your ground crew menu, and let's start with, we'll do ground electric power today.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Copy.
And then let's go ahead and turn on ground air supply as well.
Ground air supply. Ground power is now on. Copy.
You can see ground power is
Ground air
now on.
supply is now connected.
And there's ground air supply. So now let's go ahead and start up, starting up the aircraft. So back here, you're going to want to go ahead and turn on your oxygen switch and arm your ejection seat. And before we tell Jester that we're ready to start, let's get some basic things out of the way. I like to turn off my cooling and heating because it makes everything super duper loud in here if you don't. I don't need anti-collision for today. I will set up flash, bright position lights as well. I'll use my red floodlights and leave formation lights off. I want console lights set to 9, that's the highest setting. Instrument lights set to 9 as well. And let's move over here to the left side. Go ahead and turn on our radio, set those to both. Do manual. I'm usually in 255 for my group, so I'll set that up to 255. Set our TACAN to track receive. You can see right there, TR. Means it's in track receive mode. Set our mic to hot mic. Turn on our AFCS. AFCS isn't necessary to fly the aircraft, but it makes it a lot easier. I usually fly with a roll off, but for this I'm just going to go and leave it on and do it by the book there. So leave that on. Won't worry about the wing sweep until the engine's actually on. Then make sure everything's in good condition over there. And now let's go ahead and notify Jester that we're ready to start.
Copy.
Go and click these VDI, the HUD, and the HSD.
ICS comm check.
He's going to ask about your comm check, so go ahead and open up the menu and loud and clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear. He's going to close the canopy here in a couple seconds now. Whenever he wants to. He has to think about it first.
I'm closing the canopy.
There you go. Aren't the models in this aircraft just fucking awesome?
Ready to start.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and start up. I usually try to do the left engine first, so switch our engine start to left and wait for that to spool up until about the third line on our RPM gauge here. And just until it reaches it, and boom. Now we can go ahead and pull this out of the idle detent for the left engine. Give that a couple seconds to start up, and then as soon as this clicks out of the left position, we can go and start up the right engine. You don't have to wait, so as soon as it clicks out. So give it a second there. There we go. And right engine now. We're climbing up. Looks like the left engine is basically started up. And let's go ahead and do our right engine now. And there that goes. Awesome. Now once these engines actually start up, Jester's going to go ahead and start the alignment. So something I like to do beforehand is switch my TID mode to, or my, what's this called? The display mode. I switched that to TID so I can see what Jester's doing in the back seat. Press backspace to move my stick out of the way. Right now it's a black screen because he hasn't yet started the alignment, but as soon as he starts the alignment, you're going to get a screen here. It's going to have a line that goes from left to right with a little caret on it, and it's going to move from left to right, showing you how far along it is in the alignment. We'll speak about that here in a second. Now that our engines are on, that alignment should start any second now. Let's go and check our dummy pad. It looks like all we have to do is our wing sweep and the CAD-C, so we should be fine. So here we go. He looks like he turned on his radar now. Any second now, we're gonna get that. Boom, there we go. So that's that carrot I'm talking about. We'll start at 0, 0, and the alignment goes on from left to right, and this number will increase. Now, if I click my gesture menu and open that up, I can go ahead and tell them how fine I want it. Today, we're gonna do INS go fine, which is when it takes
Okay.
the longest. So we're gonna have to wait the longest because of that, but it's not that big a deal. Usually the alignments on the ground are a lot faster than the ones on the carrier. So now we just wait for that. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and get some other things out of the way. Since we are loaded with a full gun load today, let's go ahead and move our round counter to 670 since we can carry about 660 in this aircraft. Awesome. Turn on my radar altitude. I like to do about 300 feet for that one. Okay, and uncage our ADI. There we go. Just left click it and then center it. Right there's fine for me. Right about there. And let me do my last sweep around the cockpit. I haven't started this aircraft in a while, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'll go ahead and show you guys. Right now we have no air source, but if I switch it to other engine, I'm sure you can hear how much louder it gets in here, so leave that on off and your aircraft will be a lot quieter. Okay, everything looks good on this side. We'll turn on taxi lights since we're going to taxi out here in a second. Everything looks good on this side. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, now we should just wait, and then we can go ahead and taxi out and do all of our essentials. So we will be back once that is ready. Alright, and just like that, it looks like Jester has finished up his alignment, so any second now he should come back and let us know that we are ready to taxi. Let's go ahead and turn on our missile prep, sidewinder cool, and gun rate to high, so that our missiles are ready to launch as soon as we take off, in case we're on alert 5 or something of the sort. Backspace to get my stick back. Now that the alignment is done, we can go ahead and release the parking brake as
We're
well.
ready to taxi.
And just like that, you're ready to go and taxi in your aircraft. So if you guys have any other questions about this aircraft or any other aircraft for that matter, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have yourself a nice day.